Hey there guys, it's Super Marauder Bro Leech, and this time I'm bringing you a 2v2. Um, I am playing as the red Protoss over here, along with my blue Terran buddy, youlovemeboo. Our opponents are the purple Protoss Bender, and the blue Terran Urlacher. I think that's how I'm going to pronounce that. So, it looks like we got a mirror matchup here. This is my first time casting a 2v2, so we'll see how this goes. Bit more action to cover, you know, a lot more to watch. But I think I can handle it. So we got this probe coming out over here, dropping a pylon. Fancy stuff. Let's see. And Bender, I believe it's Purple Protoss. Bender was actually opting to get that additional probe. So he's about to be at 10 probes right now. However, he's got 1 scouting, so he's got 9 mining right now. Just talking to youlovemeboo about being in gold. Fun stuff. Looks like we got just some more units training. Let's check out the worker count. 10, 11, 11, 10. So, Terrans are doing equal. Protoss are doing equal. Again, it's a mirror matchup. We're doing alright. I'm not walling off. I think I might have put this pylon here because I wasn't sure. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. Or maybe one of the other two played as random. I'm not 100% sure. But that is what I believe to be my reasoning behind that. We got this barracks coming up. Looks like youlovemeboo is going to try to wall off a bit. Urlacher is walling off as well, as is Bender trying to do apparently. Looks like we got a gas seal for myself here. I think I threw that down mostly just kind of mess. I don't know. Terran I think are some of the hardest to play against when they start getting their gas heavy units. I know I said I have the least trouble with Terran in a previous cast, I think in like my first cast or something. However, Terran players can get going, and once they get those gas heavy units, it's hard to stop them. Let's see, so Bender actually pulling a lot of probes right now. Wow, that is way more than he should be pulling to get rid of this assimilator. Oh, and it looks like he just now notices that may cost him a bit later. He should have just pulled like 2 or 3 of those probes off to handle that. Definitely not that many though. That's costing him big. Looks like I'm going for 2 assimilators right now. I don't want them to steal my gas. Urlacher's been on gas for a while. Bender as well. youlovemeboo is on 1 gas. Looks like we got barracks coming out right now from Urlacher, throwing on a tech lab. Probably gonna get some marauders out. youlovemeboo still yet to create a unit. See where everybody's at right now. Units. Looks like Urlacher was the only one with a unit for a while. He was sitting at 1 Marine. However, I do have a Zealot out now. Is that me? Nope. No, that is Bender. Bender has a Zealot out now, and looks like he's using it to take care of this assimilator that I threw down here. Production tab. Looks like I got my cybernetics core going down. Gonna be trying to get that warp gate research soon, and looks like Urlacher is actually going to destroy the simulator as well. Looks like Urlacher is going for some Reapers right now, so he's going to try for some Reaper harass, which isn't bad because we've got these clips on these maps that just, go right into that mineral line. So I'm thinking he's going to attack youlovemeboo since he has that spot instead of going through the middle here, which probably would be less convenient for him. We're getting Infernal Pre-Igniter. I believe that's for the Hellions. Maybe? I don't know. Somebody let me know. But yeah, we do have Hellions coming out, so it is a huge possibility that that is what that is for. Assimilator still not down yet. Looks like Bender got this assimilator down a little bit ago. He's barely getting a cybernetics core down, however. My warp gate is probably a little more than 1/3 of the way done, so he is a bit behind on that. youlovemeboo finally starting to produce units. He's got this tech lab on here. He's getting that researched. Just pumping out Marines. No reactor on here. Get another factory. Going for 3 factories right now. He's really going for a mech heavy build. We've got a command center coming down for Urlacher, so he's thinking it's about time to expand. Anybody else going for it? No. Everybody else is still going for this more army base build right now. We've got 4 Reapers out. He could probably actually push out with this right now. Get a bit of a good harass going out, maybe. I'm thinking he's going to move out with that Reaper right there. And he is. He's going. We'll check on those in a second, see where that's going. Looks like Bender decided it's a good time to expand as well. These Reapers are on their way. Looks like I was right. They are headed to You Love Me Boo's base right now. Let's see. Does he have anything to defend this? His army's all at the front of his base right now, so they're out of position. So these Reapers are in a good position to do a lot of damage. Urlacher's going in. He's going in. And up he goes. Let's see how many probes he can take out. You Love Me Boo, 24, 23, 21. Holy cow. You Love Me Boo is sitting at 18 SCVs right now. Looks like I think about 6 is what he lost. These Hellions coming in right now with that blue flame upgrade. Holy cow, those Hellions just destroyed those Reapers. They didn't all go down, however, that was pretty good engagement right there. Nice counter. Got 4 Marauders sitting here. So it doesn't look like anybody really has a huge army. Bender, I'm not sure why he only is sitting with these 3 Zealots right now. Oh, here we go. This is why. He's pumping out some Void Rays. He could have got that start gate a little earlier. Got that down. I don't know if he should be sitting on just one gateway right now. I think the gateway units are what make or break a Protoss player. Looks like I'm dropping a pylon right here, pinging this part of the map. Maybe I'm going to try to go for some sneaky play here. We do have these Marauders, though. So, yeah, it looks like I am going to try to have You Love Me Boo scan this here in a second. See if I can run some units up there. However, there is this handful of Marauders. They should be able to pick this off. However, You Love Me Boo is coming from the front with these Hellions, possibly to come try to harass us up here. And what do we got here? Got the warping in of some Stalkers. However, these Marauders are going to the front to try to deal with these Hellions, so they're running away. This is not going to look good for Urlacher, and down goes that Marine. Stalker's just walking in there, and he's down. Looks like he's lost 2 or 3 probes right now. 3. Or SCVs, excuse me, 4. So he's just not defending that, and these Marauders are back on their way up right now. However, my army is on its way at this point. Where are those sneaky little Void Rays at? I'm not seeing them. Oh, they're in here. They're in Urlacher's base. He's only got 2, however, from what it looks like. Is he producing anymore? He's not, so nobody's producing any units at this point. And these Void Rays are going to take these Zealots down. Got some hallucinated in Colossi right now. See if they soak up any damage or if they're just going to sort of hang out and moving around as if they were real units right now. Trying to pull them out of there. Let's see. Let's see. Does he begin to focus fire either of these down? He's not. However, these Void Rays are getting focus fire down by those Stalkers of mine. On production, we got 2 more Void Rays coming out, so it looks like Bender did mess up a little bit as far as not continuing to produce units. If you're going to go for those Void Rays, you need to get a handful of them, because like I said, it's really those gateway units that make up your army. And if you're not going to make a whole lot of gateway units, then you're not really going anywhere. Blue Flame Hellions up front, just doing a little bit of harass. Killing off this Zealot. I'm not sure how long they were there for. This engagement right here. It looks like this game is over. You Love Me Boo actually does have a couple units just hanging out right here. Not really doing anything. A hallucinated Colossus just hanging out right now. And it looks like there's really nothing left for them to do. So, although they did get those expansions up before us, and I didn't actually even expand at all, those expansions didn't really help them right now. Let's see. How long does it take for these Void Rays to go down? This Void Ray is going down right now, and it's dead. Second Void Ray is going down again. And You Love Me Boo says that was my bad, though. I think he was talking about losing his SCVs and it being kind of a weird game. Nothing to be sorry about. This game, we won. It went in our favor. I think it's mostly because Bender over here, he went for those Stargates, but he made them kind of later than you would want to if you want to get out fast Void Rays. Also, he didn't keep producing. Look at his money right now. He's at 3,525 minerals, so he definitely could have been playing a lot better if he would have had more gateways up. He could have made a bunch of Zealots, just started chomping at these. I'm sure I could have microed these away a little bit, but with those Void Rays, the Void Rays would just be getting that free charge up, so he could have went with that. Nonetheless, though, it was a pretty good game. This pylon right here let us in. We probably could have just walked into the front. There wasn't a whole lot to defend against, so just remember to get those early units up. I mean, you can't win a game without any defense or offense. You have to have some kind of units to defend against, I don't know, the hypothetical situation that they are going to attack, which, anytime around 5 minutes, even 5 minutes, I think is usually around the earliest when you get hit, unless you're playing against third player and they like to 6-pull you. But anyways, this was a 2v2, my first 2v2 I casted, so hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.